I am Uncle Sam.
I know. I studied this at school. I needed to explain it to the class.
Oh,
Yeah.
wonderful. Uncle Sam?
Sam.
You explained Uncle
Yeah.
Sam to the book? Wonderful. You probably know more about Uncle Sam than 99% of Americans.
I think so,
I
yeah.
think so.
Je crois qu'Emilie, elle connaît plus
On
les
me
autres.
semble que la
95% des Américains.
Welcome to New Orleans.
Do you ask question?
Yes. And I hate to bring this up, but of course the subject of Nice can hardly be avoided. The subject of the immigration, how do you feel about the Muslims that are there in France now? What's your take on it? How do you feel about the Nice attacks? Your government's reaction?
We don't really know because it's difficult to answer to you. Because I think the French intervention in the war in Syria is a good thing. Because if the government don't intervene, or don't be anything, the conflict
The wall?
is world war. And the government think if he died the opposite of Syria, the peace is good. And the terrorists don't want the French intervention. And I think the terrorists want the French stop all the operation.
Yeah.
Sorry.
And then they're going to say what? They will stop attacking you?
And the terrorists say, if you attack me, I will attack you.
Yeah.
And if you stop attack me, I stop attack you.
I understand that argument in the sense
Yes.
we, the Western world,
Yes.
has been arming and funding the terrorists.
Yes.
We make our own enemies.
But I think I know I understand what you say, but I think the man in Nice is not a terrorist. I don't know. I think I saw is a man with a lot of problems.
You think the guy that drove the truck is not a terrorist?
Yes, I think it's a man with a lot of problems. We decide to die, and when he wants to die, he say to him, I don't want to die for nothing. I will die for the religion. For the religion. For the...
No. He made other people die for his stinking religion.
Yes, but...
It wasn't him that died. He expected to live. He had explosives and guns in that truck. So making apologies for him is something, because it was a religion, something I wouldn't be willing to do.
I think not, because...
What they say is...
I'm sorry, I wasn't that angry.
No problem.
I'm worried about the perception that it was the truck that did it.
Yes.
No, it was a man that believed in one way or the other, or shoved into it for one way or the other, into believing in a part of a religion that is killing you
No.
and us.
No.
You don't think so?
No, it's not. It's not.
You might want to
It's
ask
not
the 4 people that died that question.
Yeah.
But please, go on. Why wouldn't that be? Why wouldn't that perception? Why am I wrong?
I think this man, not the author, not the author.
Why?
Not like,
What makes you come up with that? To say that? Where are you getting that from? The ISIS has already said this man was our soldier.
I think it's different because this man don't go to the mosque, don't go to the internet, don't go.
Well, they said the same thing about the 19 hijackers who allegedly flew into our buildings Of course, these guys were out
see.
dancing with green-haired hookers and doing cocaine, and they were supposed to be devout Muslims too. So who do we believe here? And again, you don't need to be a devout anything to be a minion or a patsy for them, to do their bidding. You can be a dumb, petty criminal
Yes,
and be a patsy, someone that would take the blame. But you know, I'm seeing a guy who went out of his way. No, I don't know.
I don't think the same in ultra terrorists. This man, I think, this man is not a religious man. He's not a fanatic.
Okay, but what about the
I
ones
see.
that are? The ones in Paris?
The Paris,
the
the Paris,
Yeah,
yes.
the transcripts
The
are coming
Paris,
out about
the
that.
Paris, yes. The Bataclan, yes.
Yes,
The Charlie Hebdo, yes.
yes.
But this man, I think
You think so?
not. And another thing in France, one man died, two policemen, and after kills two policemen, and after he say it's for the religion. I want to kill the policeman
Yeah.
because, and I think it's not for that. It's the man want to kill him, one suicide, one kill him, and he don't want kill, you don't want died for nothing. And he believe if he makes a little thing for the region, it's better for him. But it's not the same like like Paris or like Bruxelles. Not the same like Bruxelles, not Paris, not Istanbul too.
Right.
Like not in New York. It's not the same. The same. In New York, it's prepared before. Is organization. You understand me or not?
Oh yes, yes.
And I think that needs.
Well, they get
it is
they
not
don't
preferred.
really know because we're talking very early in an investigation. This is very early, so we really
Yes, we don't know. We don't
We
know.
can
really,
only
yes.
really
It's for that
speculate.
It's for that I say I think. I don't know.
Yes.
I believe.
Indeed.
I believe.
But I
don't know really.
feel for France because there's articles now, there's talk of the fact that France has changed forever now. Forever. Your
Forever.
culture, this long-standing, going back how many thousands of years, culture in one generation, boom! In one generation, you're having to deal with things that they haven't had to deal with for generations, for 1,000 years. So,
I say that to my children. I think they will live all their life with that.
but why would you want to accept that?
I don't expect.
I mean, there was a poll that came out, and
What do you propose in order to stop that? What do you want?
when someone comes at me and trying to slit my throat, that will.
No one tried to kill us.
No. Understand that. If the people were coming to France from the Islamic country, were coming to assimilate and become French, and I'm sure that a good part do try to, but a portion come to take you over. They do not like you. They do not like the French government. They do not like your culture. They don't like the way you dress, the way you speak, the way you talk, what God you believe in. They hate you, and they want you dead. Now, this is not a small portion. There's a large enough portion that where they can pull off terrorist acts and then hide within the community they committed them
Yes, but
for over
what
a
is the
year
same?
because the community protected them. The poll that came out said that in France, the Muslims that were there openly said, 42% of them said they were in favor of the tactics used in Nice and in Paris. They are in favor of, then I can't believe the poll. Well, it's a possibility, but it was more than one. Now, I don't know, there has to be a reason that, they do have exclusion zones, I've seen that, where, when a Muslim community gets up to a certain percentage, they enact Sharia law. Well, Sharia law supersedes any other law to them. You don't think so?
I don't.
You don't think Sharia law, in the countries that it is being enacted, where they throw gays off of buildings, they stone women who were raped to death, that they behead people on a daily basis, that Sharia law, this law that allows you to go ahead and, beat your wife, this law, which is used to condone child rape and child sex slavery, that is on the books going on, that this segment of the religion, Sharia law, that's okay.
No, but extremism is not a religion.
But it's taken over. If it's a majority now, if you're looking at 11 Islamic states that condone everything I just said. No?
It's too difficult for me to understand. For explain what I want to say to you. It's difficult for me. But I make the difference between the extremists in the religion of all religion and the religion. For me, is very different. I can speak with a lot of people, and I think all the religion is good.
I speak with a lot of people. I spoke with a Muslim from Morocco earlier this morning. So I've worked with people from, that are, Muslim.
Country,
I have, and they were good, decent, great, professional people. I'd never expect them or suspect them of ever doing anything that would be treasonous or traitorous or anything. They exist. But what I'm saying was also exists and also seems to be taking over. 5 years ago, we didn't even hear of ISIS. We didn't even know it existed. And now it's swept over all of the Middle East and Europe in 5 years. And it's done something that Hitler couldn't do. It's done something that other countries could not do. And why? Because your own leaders, my own leaders, our own leaders have opened the doors for them and let them in.
We will stop because we must go back.
I'm sorry, it's just I want to see some. I want to see some way out. Not go to war. Yeah.
Thank you, man.
That